What's up guys, Chasing Lanely here and welcome to episode 8 of The Journey on FM24. And in the last episode we took on a new job. And in this episode we've taken on a new job because the Young Reds of Antwerp didn't feel like they were going anywhere. So we have in fact moved on to a new challenge. But I'll explain all that after the intro, so like, subscribe, ring the bell and join us for the toughest challenge I think we'll ever have on Football Manager. So before I introduce you to our new club, I think it's time to explain how we got here. Of course, we won the Belgian third tier with the Young Reds of Antwerp, and it felt like it was time to move on. And it was partly time to move on because when I looked at the squad rules for the next season and the squad we had, and the fact we couldn't really sign players for said squad because we were essentially the B team manager, I realised that I probably wasn't going to be able to put out a decent first 11 or indeed possibly even 11 players because the manager of Antwerp had released most of my squad, which was really nice of him because I also had no one to replace them. So that went really well. So it's time to move on, so I resigned from Antwerp. We obviously already had the Benin job, which was good because we're going to need the money because we've gone from being paid £2,700 a week, so £2,700 a week. We're getting $1,100 for the Benin job every week, and then we only got one job offer, and it's with Storfors AIK, and they're only offering us £25 a week. So thank God we've got the Benin job. I thought I'd never say thank God for an international job, but it is in fact keeping us fed and sheltered in Sweden. So that is useful. We're going to take the job though. Start the negotiation. I'm not going to negotiate this one too hard. We've got a 1-year contract till the end of next season. Obviously, it's a summer season in Sweden, so it ends in November. I'm actually going to ask for nothing. I'm going to see if I can reduce the amount of compensation for the role. We've done it, good, because that was what was preventing us moving directly from Antwerp to anywhere. A lot of clubs said, oh, if you can get us to negotiate your release clause down, we'll take you, and I did that, and they didn't offer me a job. So here we are, Storfors have hired lamely. We're in the third tier of Swedish football now, rather than the third tier of Belgian football. Eyebrows have been raised with our appointment. We've spent some time away from club football. It's been about 3 weeks. It's not like it's been forever. We lifted the Belgian First National Amateur Division with the Young Reds in May, and our appointment could be considered quite the coup for the club of Storfors AIK standing, replacing Patrick Nielsen. The fact is, in the media some factions in the media have been touting Lane's appeal for the job all along, and her appointment has created much discussion around the club. Lane's men are on a poor run of 11 league games without a win, and the relegation candidates find themselves in 13th place in the Swedish second division Norrland. We've lost 3 of our last 5 games in the league, and this club's in a mess. It's an absolute mess. There are 14 teams in the second division of Sweden, which is useful, and we are 13th of them. So we have a stadium that holds 200 people. We have just the worst training and youth recruitment facilities, a wage budget of £120 a week, and a transfer budget of 5,800 essentially. We're going to put that all into wages. There's no transfer window in Sweden as far as I can tell, or at least at this level. So that's good. We have a director of football. He is, let's have a look, not very good, which is helpful. And we have an assistant manager called Elvis, who is not very good. So that's going to be interesting. We've been around since 1931. I don't believe we've ever been higher than this. So we are in a tough spot taking over. This is the team it's suggesting for us. We, of course, don't know any of these players. We've got a regen in the side already, Olofsson, who at least looks decent. Okay, we've got something to build on there. Let's have a look what the rest of the suggested 11 look like. Goalkeeper-wise, he's not bad. I don't know how they're in this situation. There's some really awful players in here. Ekman, okay, I see the problem starting to form. Vikström, see, he's good. He's a good player. He's 18 as well. Forsgren, decent player, 29, but a decent player. De Heer, again, he's not the worst. Vikland, let's have a look at Vikland, see how he looks. Again, I'm not seeing a huge problem there. He looks, well, hiccups. He looks like he knows what he's doing. This guy, again, not the worst. Lofgren, Eklunds. There are good players here. I don't know how we're struggling. Folds, cracking target man. That's what we like to see. And Baum Hassan, again, a decent player. I don't understand it. Why are we this far down the table? We're supposed to finish mid-table, so clearly the last manager had not a clue. You watch me get them relegated. No, I said that. Culture-wise, the supporters want us to develop players using the youth system, make the most of set pieces, and play high-tempo football. We'll have a go. And there we go. We're not going to meeting with the backroom staff. Could I just not do it? Is that going to say just none? Because that's happy days. It's going to let me say none. Beautiful, because I don't like doing them. Okay, so we've been out of a job now for just over a month. There we go. Just over a month we've been out of a job for. Our youth intake preview. Let's not rely on that. Supporters-wise, it's a decent sort of core fan base here, which is nice. What's that influence on the board like? Does it say? It doesn't. Oh, moderate. There we go. Okay, that's not too bad. There's 20 season ticket holders and 640 people following us on social media. So we're a big club. We're looking good. Players who are unhappy. Oscar Forsgren is unhappy. Wants us to deal with his concerns. He wants a new contract. I mean, he's not on a contract. Can I offer him a contract? I probably can, but what does he cost? £7 a week? Are you mad? Have a fiver. See if a fiver will do you till the end of the season. You're driving a hard bargain. We are going to fight him all the way. Come on, buddy. You can go down to a fiver. It's not £2 a week. It's not going to... Okay, we'll stay at 6. All right, you fought hard for that extra pound, and you've got it. All right, so I'm not going to worry too much about captaincy right now. We have a captain. You know, we're just going to keep it as is for now because I need to get to know this team. So this is the situation with the squad. It's apparently a good squad, is what we're being told. They can play everywhere we use players, which is nice. Anything good in the 19s? Nothing at all in the 19s. Okay, so I don't see why this team are struggling. Yes, we need a left back. Understandable. We probably need some more central midfielders, and we're overwhelmed for strikers. So, all right, we've encountered a thing. Our first game is tomorrow. We might finish off the episode with it. I'm going to see what I can do in terms of attracting players, because that's going to be a thing. Let's just make sure we're in a transfer window. We are 23 days to bring in some players. We've got £38 on our wage budget. Let's do something about that. Beautiful. £149 a week in our wage budget. I think we're going to have to hope. We're going to have to hope. Hope and dream is what's going to happen here. So I'm going to go away, try and put together a team, and let's meet the starting lineup. We haven't had a game of football in the last episode, but we're going to put out for our first game in charge of Storfors. I don't know. We'll get used to the team. We'll get used to the name. We'll get used to it all. I'll come back in a second, hopefully with something resembling a team. And again, so I have successfully recruited 0 fresh bodies, and looking at what we actually had that was any good, this was the monstrosity I've come up with. I think we might want to play that a bit more cautious, just because it's kind of a very lopsided 4-4-2 asymmetric, whatever the hell's going on here. We're playing our first game managing Storfors, by the way. Organa Hornashant. I think that's how you pronounce that. I'm very rusty on my Swedish, but I think that's how you pronounce that. We'll call them Organa for now, because that'll be easier. So, starting for us, we've got Fabian Below in goal. He's a goalkeeper. He's not great at anything. In fact, he's not even really particularly good at anything, so I'm hoping he's good for this level. Otherwise, we're in trouble. Right back, Hannes Olofsson is going to be starting as our 17-year-old right back. He's got some acne going on there. I'm not convinced by this face pack. I've got to be completely honest, but he brings at least some decent mentals and physicals for this level. And he can mark a bit, which, if they've got a decent left winger, will help us out. But we do need players because this is not going to work long term, if at all. We've got Ishak Lundberg Osman playing as a centre half for us. He is tall, and that's all he brings is tall. So look out for that. We've got Oscar Forsgren playing at centre half as well. He can throw a ball really far, so that's good. And he can jump a bit, and he's tall, and he's slightly strong. So this team's not very good at all. We may have made a mistake coming here. Ishak Wikström is going to be playing as the wide centre-back on the left of the 3, because that way at least there'll be some cover at left-back. He brings determination, stamina, strength, jumping reach and balance, and yeah, he's not good at much at all. So that it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I've got full faith in this team. We have got ahead of him Arvid Eklund, who is a kind of can play anywhere kind of player. He's a good squad player, and I'm playing him as a centre half who is going to be box to box today. So again, he's physically good and everything else rubbish. So yeah, let's move on. The other Arvid is Arvid Lofgren, who is a defensive midfielder. He's been playing as the ball winner in the centre of midfield, and he's just rubbish all around. But apparently he could improve a lot. So we'll see how he goes. Victor Carlson on the left wing playing as an inverted winger. Can play up front and thinks that's his best position. But as an inverted winger, he's not awful. He's got a little bit of pace. Maybe he'll be able to create something, although that vision of 7 probably says no. On the right wing, we have a wide target man because realistically this fella can't do anything else. I mean, he can play up front. That's okay. He can play on the left wing despite being right-footed, but we have to. I didn't want to play with 3 strikers. That felt like it was too risky. So we're going to try him out as the wide target man and hope for the best. I don't know how he's a target man because he can't jump and he's not very tall or good in the air or anything. We're going to make him a winger. I'm going to make him a winger just because he's not very good at anything. So make him a supporting winger and hope for the best there. Up top, we have allegedly 2 good strikers. Alex Boehm and Hansen is the pressing forward. He is fairly quick. I desperately want more players. I've got a lot on trial. I desperately want more players. Oscar Folds is playing alongside him. He is going to be the target man up top because I needed one, and he's at least big. So hopefully he'll make something happen. I don't know. This could be a disaster. As I said, I'll show you. I've got many players on trial. I've got most of them won't sign a contract, but I've got many players on trial, and the guys on the bench are pretty much bobbing. So we'll look at them if they come on, but realistically, we know Ekman's not very good. Segakari is. In fact, let's look at him now because I'm in it now. Just rubbish, but with potential to be less rubbish, apparently. So that's fine. There's no one here I think I should put in the squad. Johan Johansson is just a tall centre-half who can't really do anything at all. We have Abdifat Dahir, who can play everywhere, but again, nowhere particularly impressively. He's just sort of in the squad because he can play everywhere. And we had Ludwig Berman, who is the reserve goalkeeper. He's 32 and he's complete crap. So, goalkeeper high on the shopping list is what I'm saying. Anyway, without any further ado, let's get into the game. Let's see if we can get a victory today. We've not set up set piece routines. Well, that was crazy. Okay, we'll just go with whatever you want because I cannot imagine it's going to make any difference. We've got an Albanian assistant manager and he's the most exotic thing about this place. There we go, set up our set pieces and hopefully that will do the job. Let's actually let it firm the team selection now and we'll get into the game and hopefully we can get off to a win. I'd settle for a point, to be honest, because this team is allegedly good enough to be here. It's just they don't have any players or enough players to form like a coherent formation of any kind. So that's kind of what we're hoping to fix if we can. So into the dressing room, we're going to point the finger, put an end to this poor run of form. I'm going to tell them I expect to see solid defensive work out there. Motivation, that's what we like to see. Same with midfield, let's just take control of things. I thought about trying to play a tiki-taka here, and then realised I don't have a single player with double digits of passing. So we didn't do it. Anyway, here on Ghana Horashand, we are playing at dusk, which is very nice. It's very pretty. We'll hope that's an advantage in some way. It probably won't be. Look at this monstrosity. We've not won a game in the last 5. That's disgusting. Well, I think it said we hadn't won a game in the last 11. Either way, we're not very good. We do only need a couple of points to get us out of the relegation zone, though, so that's a good start. We'll be playing in blue today. They don't even get their name up there, Al Ghana, so that's how solid they are as a team, that they're not even really recognised by the game. Good stuff. 79 people here to watch. Hopefully they'll see a performance from us. Finally, our highlight is a corner for us. Eklund puts it into the box. It's a header across the box, and it doesn't really go anywhere. But at least we had a highlight. I'm looking at the heat map, and we're sort of playing a raggedy 4-4-2. They're playing in a much tighter 4-4-2. Our raggedy 4-4-2 isn't much different, though, so hopefully there'll be success to be had there. I would like to see us get something out of this game because we're just not doing much so far. Corner for them now, and it's Fagerstrom to take it into the box. Need to get rid of that. Lofgren does head it away. Is anyone coming back to pick it up? They are. It's going to be Norberg. Norberg back to Wikström, to Carlsen. Time to put the ball forward to Folds. Good stuff. And he finds the ball forward. Are we on a good attack here? Brian Hansen through to Carlsen. Carlsen's going inside. He is allegedly a striker. I mean, he got it near the goal, so that's a win. We are a very, very much lower class of football than we were in Belgium here. I think that is becoming all too apparent. It's time for everyone to dig in and give what you've got left tonight. We deserve to win this match. Go and do it. To be fair, on stats, we're actually okay. So let's just hope everyone can improve with a bit of G'ing up, and we'll see a performance and something good will happen. I'd love to be able to implement our diamond here, but I don't think we've got. I know we don't have the players for it, so we're just going to have to make do with what we've got. Wikström doing very well as the wide centre back at least, which is a good sign, a positive sign. Brian Hansen taking the free kick into the box. Forsgren at the back and heads it over the bar. It stays 0-0. Corner, Fagerstrom to take it into the box. Let's get rid of this. We haven't. It's come off the crossbar. Lofgren eventually, I think, was the one that gets it clear. And Norberg now having a run at them from wherever he's come from in midfield. I think he's on the right wing. There we go. Eklund. I know what's going on. I'll learn this team. Walid Al-Saudi has put the ball out for Ghana. We'll hope that we can build something, though, because this isn't brilliant so far. Corner, Belmeki is going to take it into the box, get rid of that, we have done. Lundström back to Haldani, or Haldal, sorry, Lundström with a shot from range, and I mean, it was coming. It was coming. I am going to make some changes because there are a few players here who don't appear to really know what a football is. I really hope by the next game, which we'll do the next game as well in the next episode, if I've got players in for it, because we're going to need them. I hope we've got something a bit more conventional to start off with, rather than whatever this mess is. Okay, I've changed things up. I've used 4 of our 5 subs because I needed to. We're going to go with something conventional. Gegenpress 4-3-3. Hopefully that's going to achieve something for us. It'll be nice if we could, although I'm very aware the guy on the right wing, Anderson, is both not actually a right winger and also not actually a real footballer. So that's fine. That's okay. Please, God, give me some more players. We've got a free kick. Brian Hansen puts it forward, looking for someone in the box. We've got a penalty. We've got a penalty from that. Okay, it's not over yet. Do we have a decent penalty-taking man? Who is stepping up? It's going to be Eklund. Eklund steps up. Eklund puts it away. He's a midfielder. He scored a goal. Is Eklund actually supposed to be good at penalties? No. Nope. He can just play anywhere, so you're probably our best player, so you just do whatever you want to do, bud. Well done, put it away. Anyway, we're on terms, so that's fine. I shouldn't mock us too much. We are on terms. And that is a good sign. That's a sign we have some fight left in us. I'm probably going to take off Forsgren soon because I have one more sub to use and I have one more sub. Let's do it now. Send on Johan Johansson. See if he's got anything to offer that is new and interesting and fun. Hopefully he does, because if he doesn't, we're in trouble. But we've salvaged a draw, is what we can take as the headline from this. There has been a draw that has been salvaged from whatever this disaster is. And yeah, 6 minutes of injury time. Not really keen on the idea of 6 minutes of injury time, but apparently we're going to make it happen, so that's good. We'll live to enjoy that. Moving very slowly, which is good. Come on, let's get it over with. Get it over with, it's fine. I don't know what's going on here at all. I guess it's just an update since I made the changes. Eklund gets a corner. Can we get a late winner? We haven't quite got a late winner. Hagland heads it away, but Johansson picks it up, heads it across to De Gea to Brahim Hansen. Brahim Hansen has put us ahead. We've won our first game in charge, boys and girls. We have somehow miraculously got a late winner in our first game in charge. There is no way we had any right to take a win from this. That's absolutely a fluke. The fans are going to think we are some kind of footballer whisperer. But it's okay. It doesn't matter. It went in. We've got 3 points. This should take us out of the relegation zone. Oh, they've got a late highlight. We're going to go to a draw here. Lundstrom to Hellberg. Ball goes forward to Belmecki. Belmecki will score. There you go. Saw it coming. It was too good to be true. Wait, hang on. Hang on. Has that been called back for offsides? No. Yes, it has. It was called back for offside. We have got away with it. Unbelievable stuff. And that's full time. That's the game over. We'll go to the restaurant. We'll tell the boys they've done well, because they've done pretty well to come back from that. But we just need some fresh bodies in there. Just some fresh bodies, just to make things a little bit tidier. And maybe we can go on and push our way back up the league. Let's see what the table looks like after that. We're up into 11th. We are out of the relegation zone. And it feels a little bit harsh. The last manager got fired. There are still, quick maths, 10 matches left to be played. 30 points on the board. If we can get to mid-table, I'd be quite happy with that. So we'll set that as the target. We'll come back against Bullnash just to see if anything changes. And I think actually, rather than just making you guys watch me go through all that new stuff, you know what's coming next. We're playing the next game. Thanks for watching, guys. We've got a win in our new club. Hopefully many more will come. Hopefully we can build our way back up through the table. Who knows? Crazier things will happen. And we're here for a little while, so maybe we'll try and build a real football team in Sweden. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I have always been Chasing Lane. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell, all that good stuff. And I will see you all very soon. Until next time, stay safe. Have a good one.